You guys are now married as of 2 months, 3 months, newlyweds.
2 months, yeah.
So yes, round of applause for that.
Thank you.
How? Wait, I
Riley, what are we gonna do with you? Now, if you boys somehow don't know, a couple of months ago, Riley Reid actually got married. It was a really big deal. I didn't make a video on it, but it was trending on Twitter and a lot of people were talking about it. Now, if you somehow don't know who Riley Reid is, well, there is a very good chance that you are too young to be watching my channel, but Riley Reid is an adult actress, I guess we could say, and a very popular one at that. As a matter of fact, she might be one of the most popular adult actresses we have ever seen. And you know what? I got a little beef with you, Riley, because apparently your real name isn't Riley, your real name is Ashley. And you know what? I got a little issue with that because my name is Riley. That's my real name. And when I was a young man, 12, 13 years old, you were in your prime, getting gangbanged on the regular. You were in every other video on the hub, I swear to God. And you know how much shit I got just because we had the same name, just for it to turn out that your name isn't actually Riley. Just because of that, I gotta roast you. So about a week ago, Riley did this podcast with a girl named Jordan Jones. I had never heard about her until I saw this podcast, and well, there were just a couple things in the podcast that I thought were interesting, especially if you go back and look at some of the things that Riley Reid said just 2 or 3 years ago. It's pretty interesting to see what she had to say in this podcast. So let's go ahead and check out a couple of clips from this podcast, because what these adult actresses and OnlyFans girls say is truly amazing. And at this point, OnlyFans girls and adult actresses are being put in the same category. Feel free to argue with me down in the comment section, but if you're an OnlyFans girl, you are an adult actress. It's as simple as that. So let's go ahead and check out some of the ridiculous things that Riley Reid said in this podcast.
When it comes to like dating was really hard just because like people have this persona of you, and so it's like hard to meet someone, you know, who doesn't know who I am, especially as I like grew a name for myself. It was hard to meet someone who doesn't know who I was.
That just might be some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. Of course, people are going to have a persona of you when you are literally known for your gangbangs. Like if I go on the hub right now and look up Riley Reid gangbangs, there's gonna be at least 10 videos of her taking 5 pieces of meat at the same time. And I just want you guys to think about something. Let's do the math really quickly. Riley Reid was in the adult industry for about 9 to 10 years. I can go on one website and find 10 separate gangbang videos, which means Riley Reid had a gangbang at least once a year during her time in the industry. And that is just what I was able to find on one website. So you're telling me that there's a chance that Riley Reid was getting multiple gangbangs a fucking year and she expects people to not look at her as a porn star when literally those videos don't only have millions of views, they quite literally have hundreds of millions of views. Hundreds of millions of people have seen Riley Reid take 5 pieces of meat at the same time. Like, what persona do you expect people to have of you? And what makes it even funnier is that Riley Reid has built this persona around herself. Outside of these videos that she's made, she continues to prove that she is a hoe. Let's go ahead and check out this clip from the Jake Paul podcast that Riley Reid did a couple of years ago, and then maybe we can realize why someone might look at Riley Reid in a certain way, I guess you could say.
I feel like is part of like the victory there, like you surprising someone that thought this shit would never happen. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you're like, yo, I'm
that's
gonna
a great question.
It might be my own fantasies because
For sure.
you know, I'm supposed to be the woman that does these things, you know? Like, who are these women who are seducing the pool boys and the this and the that?
Yeah.
That is me.
I mean, there you go, Riley. According to you, and I quote, I am the woman that is supposed to do these things. What makes this all worse is what was said before they said that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and show you boys so you can get the full experience on this Riley Reid bullshit.
Home Depot, we would have like Home Depot repair people come and I would just like suck them off.
Hold on a second. What did you just say? What did you just say just then?
Home Depot repair people, I would like suck them off instead of.
Is there a reason you chose Home Depot?
I don't even know what to say. In case you guys are wondering, she wasn't talking about a movie she was making. She was talking about real life. And you know, I'm not mad. Good for those Home Depot guys. I mean, if I was working at Home Depot and I got a call to go fix someone's door and I show up to Riley Reid's house, I better get my dick sucked too. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Home Depot people. That isn't the issue here. We all know Riley Reid has sucked a lot of dick in her time. The issue is Riley Reid had the audacity to talk about having a hard time finding a relationship while in the industry, but at the same time, she was doing a podcast with Jake Paul talking about sucking off the Home Depot guy. I did the math. I even have my calculator right here. This shit ain't adding up. But let's go ahead and move on to the next clip because you boys are not gonna believe this.
Just being an active performer and dating like with like, you know, the insecurities of guys and everything like that.
Yeah,
and like just
true.
like yeah, that's probably the most difficult is like being in an active relationship while you're still a performer. Like
The insecurities of guys. The fucking insecurities of guys. Apparently, we're insecure because we don't want a girl that's been gangbanged at least 10 times. A minimum of 10. Apparently, we're insecure because we don't want a girl that not hundreds of people have seen get fucked, not thousands of people, not hundreds of thousands of people, not even millions of people. Billions of fucking people have seen this girl get her shit railed, but we're insecure because nobody wanted to date her. You know what, Riley or Ashley? You just pissed me off, so this is what we're gonna do. You must have forgotten about that tweet back in 2012 that you deleted. Well, Riley, everything that you put on the internet stays on the internet. So let's go ahead and check out this tweet from 2012 that Riley thought was gonna be deleted. It says, I just remembered my freshman year of high school. My nickname was Screamer, lol. I always knew my calling. Then she replied to somebody down below and says, lost my virginity? Funny story. I raped a kid in a movie theater because I wanted to fuck and he kept saying no. That's how I lost it. What? Excuse the fuck out of me right now? Am I dreaming? Now I know some of you guys have to be saying Slaqin. That has got to be a fake tweet. There's no way she admitted that on Twitter. And well, it's not a fake tweet, but just in case there are people watching this video that still think it's a fake tweet, lucky for you, I actually have her admitting it on camera. So let's go ahead and check out this video really quickly.
okay, Jake. Well, that's a tough one because you may be ready to lose your virginity, but maybe your partner isn't, and you should never pressure anyone to do something that they don't want to do. That goes with saying when I lost my virginity, a guy said no 3 times and I still hopped on it, so you're asking the wrong person. But yeah.
Holy shit, she just sits there and admits it like it's nothing, like it's a funny joke from high school. I am absolutely amazed. I mean, if I was to come onto this camera and talk about how a girl told me no multiple times, but I still did it anyways, I'd be in jail. It sounds like to me, Riley, you are the insecure one here. So maybe next time you want to call somebody insecure insecure, you can go ahead and take a deep look in the mirror and realize it's you with the insecurities. And obviously, Riley Reid is not going to get in trouble for what she did. It's been years since that tweet came out. That video I showed you is obviously old, from at least 4 or 5 years ago. I just don't understand how you could have such little remorse for something like that and be so comfortable talking about it publicly. Now, obviously, Riley Reid hasn't said anything about this for a long time, and that's probably for good reason. I can only hope that the dude that she forced, I hope it wasn't his first time as well, because if it was, you probably scarred him for life. I'm tired of this inequality and mistreatment of men. I'm going to be the first candidate to run for the presidency of the men's rights movement. If you would like your vote to be for me as president, go ahead and drop a like on this video. That will count as your vote. With all that being said, that is where I'm going to end the video. Drop a like on the video, comment down in the comment section, help your boy get pushed deeper into people's recommended. I just recently got myself my first community guideline strike, so if I get a second one, I'm not allowed to upload for 3 months. Well, I am allowed to upload for 3 months, but I wouldn't want to risk getting that third one, so let's hope and pray I don't get a second one. Thank you boys so much for watching. I'm going to read out my members really quickly and I'm going to dip. So we got Charles Ware, Quincy J, and that archive guy. As usual, I appreciate you boys more than anything. You're the man, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.